Now speaking about gametophytic generation of ediantum, when the spores, haploid spores, when they are going to fall on a suitable substratum, suitable soil, they are going to germinate. Germination leads to formation of a structure somewhat like this. This is a heart-shaped gametophyte phase in case of ediantum. It is nothing but a prothallus. Now this is green in color. It is independent because it is it is responsible for the production of chloroplast and carry out the photosynthetic process, so it is independent. And this thyroid is dorsoventrally flattened. We can clearly make out the dorsal and the ventral surface. Here this view is a ventral surface of prothallus of ediantum. So ventrally we have the presence of rhizoids, the presence of sex organs, both archegonia as well as antheridia, and it is inconspicuous in the sense that it is not that clearly visible. Dorsoventrally flattened, prostrate, growing attached to the soil. It is small but multicellular in nature. Now it has got some regions called as what? Apical notch. Here this region is nothing but the apical notch. This is the region where it is going to grow because of the presence of the meristematic cells. Now the gametophyte of ediantum is heart-like shape. It has got notch where the growing point resides. Why growing point resides here? Because the presence of apical meristems. Now this is like a multicellular, as I said, but many cells, many layered cells are present in the center, in the sense the center portion is thick compared to the marginal portion. The marginal portion is thin, the central portion is thick. Why this central portion is to be thick? Why? Because it is going to hold the support the development of archegonia as well as antheridia, and even the rhizoids are going to arise from this central portion only. And rhizoids are produced from this underside of the gametophyte. These rhizoids are helpful in anchorage as well as absorption of water and nutrients. As we all know, the gametophyte contains chloroplast, so it can carry out the photosynthesis. It is independent. The two kinds of organs called as antheridia as well as archegonia are nothing but the sex organs are produced on this gametophyte. Now where antheridia and where archegonia are produced is, antheridia occur in the area of rhizoids. Where the rhizoids occur, in between we are going to find the antheridia, that is male sex organs, whereas the female sex organs are born in the apical notch. These black color dots, these are nothing but the archegonia. They are born close to the apical notch. Below the archegonia, rhizoids are going to arise. In between these rhizoids, there is a formation of antheridia. Now the archegonia is, as we all know, it is a flower-shaped structure with the two portions, that is venter and neck. Venter contains the egg, while neck contains the neck canal cells. Antheridia are like globose structure which are multiflagellated. They are going to move or swim with the help of water and reach the egg, that is reach the archegonia in order to fertilize the mature egg. So this was a gametophytic phase of ediantum. So this is a life cycle. We have a sporophyte here. This sporophyte is going to produce the spores. These are the spores produced in the sore. These are 2n in nature. It is going to undergo meiosis, leading to formation of burst opening of the stomium. Annulus has drying up the annulus leads to concentrating the region, that is it is going to adhere all the cells of the annulus will be adhering to one another, leading to opening of the stomium. Once the stomium is open, it is going to release the spores, dispersal of the spores. The spores is going to germinate on a suitable environment, and it is going to form this heart shaped thyroid, prothallus. On this there is a formation of archegonia as well as the antheridia. Antheridia produces this flagellated anthrazoids. Egg cell from the archegonia, both are going to fuse, leading to formation of this sporophyte. This is the gametophyte, heart shape. Above on this is a sporophyte which is n, again 2n in nature. Gametophyte is n because it is formed from the meiosis of the spore mother cell. So we got the haploid spores. Haploid spore germinated. So gametophyte is n, whereas a sporophyte is 2n because it is formed by the fusion of the egg as well as the anthrazoids. So this 2n sporophyte is going to develop in this kind of a structure where we have a rhizome underneath the soil. From rhizome arises the adventitious roots, and on the aerial part of the rhizome we have this main branches to which leaflets are arranged on both the sides along the common axis, leading to formation of a bipinnate compound leaflet like structure. Thank you.